in. Freight train thunder, I climb right in. 19 mean and half undone, chasing the west, trying to outrun. No ticket bought, no blessing said, just sparks flying over my head. I'm a 9-horse sinner, born to roam, never held down long by a town called home. Hear that whistle cry through the midnight pines, like a hard old hymn through these crooked times. Drifters stitched together by scars, met lonely souls beneath the roadside stars. Every crossing bell hit my bones like truth. Freedom tastes bitter in a wandering youth. Still I chase that shaking line where the engine groans and the worlds divide. I'm a 9-horse sinner, born to roam, never held down long by a town called home. Hear that whistle cry through the midnight pines, like a hard old hymn through these crooked times. They can take my coat, they can take my rest, but not the wheels inside my chest. When the crossing lights start to flicker, think of me riding that cinder winner. Old truck doors in the Bonfires bar, we threw a party in the Savage Yard dark. Speakers on the hood, lights on the chain, dancing through rust like we own the pain. Who needs velvet when the stars show up? And the whole town's thirsty from a week too tough. Junkyard Jubilee, loud and free, making gold from broken machinery. We got bit up hopes and a backbeat beat, still turning wreckage into something sweet. There was a wilted girl with a silver laugh and a preacher song with a tattooed past. Everybody there had a reason to scream, so we did it together like a fever dream. When life gets hard and the paycheck thin, you find July with a scrap pile spin. Hey, hey. Junkyard Jubilee, loud and free, making gold from broken machinery. We got bit up hopes and a backbeat beat, still turning wreckage into something sweet. Hey, hey. Some folks judge what they don't understand, but joy here is different in a working man's lane. Till dawn laid bare all the metal and heat, we live that junkyard jubilee. Bartender yelling it's closing time, but the whole room still hangs on the rhyme. One more round for the hearts held out, one more hook for the hard-lived crowd. Nobody here wants the night to end, 'cause daylight makes us hurt again. Let's call for the outlaws, raise it up for the downfalls, for the ones still out through the cracks in the wall. This one's for the outlaws. Steel mill hangs and runaway girls, old vets, young dads, and backroad pearls, all singing like the world ain't one, like freedom still rises with the rising sun. Nobody here wants the night to end, 'cause daylight makes us hurt again. Let's call for the outlaws, raise it up for the downfalls, for the ones still out through the cracks in the wall. This one's for the outlaws. Kill the lights, but don't kill the song. Some of us need this to carry on. Doors locked up, but the echo sprawls. Still hear that last call for the outlaws. Sunset blade gold on a water tower, dust kicked up in the evening hour. I was packing my life in a Walmart sack, thinking maybe this town won't want me back. Leaving's easy when the day burns hot. It's the twilight that unties the night. Let's light and Dixie, hold on slow to the fields and the ghosts ain't ready to let go. I got reasons to run and scars to prove, but home ain't simple when your roots still move. When your roots still move. Mama said, son, don't look back too long. You'll make a prison out of a memory song. But she hugged me hard by the chain link gate, like she knew love and leaving share one fate. Cicadas rose like a choir of heat, and the whole old world felt bittersweet. Let's light and Dixie, hold on slow to the fields and the ghosts ain't ready to let go. I got reasons to run and scars to prove, but home ain't simple when your roots still move. But when your roots still move. Maybe I'll come back, maybe I won't. Maybe distance heals what staying don't. Whatever waits beyond this city, I left my shadow in the last light in Dixie. Marshland moon and a flat tide breeze, Spanish moss hanging through the trees. I rode through low country blacktop thin, with a trunk full of wrong and a laugh like sin. No clean plan, no perfect cause, just a southern boy living half lawless. Low country lawless, running that coast with salt in my lungs and a head full of ghosts. I don't move clean and I don't move small, I move like thunder through it all. On the waterline, blue light flash in the rear view shine. I turned one bend through the cattail dark and vanished out like a struck match spark. Some men hide, some men get bold. I get faster when the night gets cold. Low country lawless, running that coast with salt in my lungs and a head full of ghosts. I don't move clean and I don't move small, I move like thunder through it all. Through it all. The swamp knows me, and the marsh wind too. They keep my secrets better than you. If you hear that engine through the moss all flawless, that's just me. Low country law. I've been down where the ditch grass lanes, where the moon don't shine on busted dreams. Flat tire faith and a trembling hand, trying to hold together what life unplanned. Some nights break you, some nights teach, some nights mercy is just out of reach. There's mercy in the ditches for the torn up and the restless. When the world's gone dark and your spirit twitches, you might still find grace in the ditches. Old man stopped in a faded truck, said, son, I've seen worse than rotten luck. He held me up with no big speech, just dirt road kindness within arm's reach. Some nights break you, some nights teach, some nights mercy is just out of reach. There's mercy in the ditches for the torn up and the restless. When the world's gone dark and your spirit twitches, you might still find grace in the ditches. Not every angel wears white in the night. Some show up in work boots and dim headlights. I drove off slow with a steady ready to stitch, still thanking God for the mercy in the ditch. Midnight road over gravel lane, headlights cutting through the rain. Hands on the wheel, heart on fire, running on low, sent a worn out tire. No preaching here, no church bell here, just stars and smoke in a midnight prayer. This is my midnight gravel prayer. Lord, keep me moving through the dark out there. I ain't been right, but I'm still alive, trying to keep this broken soul in drive. Mama said, son, don't let it hate take root. Don't let hard years wear through your truth. But the road got mean and the nights got long, so I learned to heal through a rebel song. If mercy comes, let it find me here, with diesel breath and a half-dead fear. This is my midnight gravel prayer. Lord, keep me moving through the dark out there. I ain't been right, but I'm still alive, trying to keep this broken soul in drive. Gravel prayer. Boots on the dash, moon cut low, dust in the mirror, nowhere to go. Bible on the seat, smoke in my chest, red clay road and a heart unrest. That highway calls like a midnight hymn. I was born too wild to be fenced in. We ride through the dark like an outlaw flame, dust in the air and fire in our name. If freedom's a sin, let the whole world know we're alive on these red clay roads. Yeah. Sheriff got my number, mama still prays. I still chase thunder through the back road haze. Every scar I got, learned how to sing, from a broke down life to a six string. That highway calls like a midnight hymn. I was born too wild to be fenced in. We ride through the dark like an outlaw flame, dust in the air and fire in our name. If freedom's a sin, let the whole world know we're alive on these red clay roads. let the night roll on. If I go down, let it be in song. Boots on the days. Saturday hitting the square lit up. Chrome got polished and the red cups filled up. Main Street looked like a rebel parade, with old school pride and bad choices made. Everybody came with a week full of hurt, ready to dance that pain in the dirt. Moonshine on Main Street, boots and a bass beat, whole town alive where the heartbreak meets. A little wild love on Main Street. On Main Street. Saw a preacher kid with a tattoo grin, saw the sheriff nod when the hook kicked in. Ain't no lines when the night gets loud, we're all just dust in a singing crowd. Everybody came with a week full of hurt, ready to dance that pain in the dirt. Moonshine on Main Street, boots and a bass beat, whole town alive where the heartbreak meets. A little wild love on Main Street. Top twist. This is the kind of life you don't wanna miss. Neon fades, but the memories stay sweet. Moonshine on Main Street. Lived a truck stuck down by the ridge, Friday night crowd on a splintered bridge. String lights swinging, cool as ice, whole small town coming back to life. Out here, we don't need velvet ropes, just loud tires and impossible hopes. It's neon in the mud, let the whole thing shake, where the low end hits and the backboards break. Boats get dirty and the blood runs wild. Lost hearts laugh like a reckless child. Yeah. Like a reckless child. Yeah, I seen heartbreak dance in a beer-soaked rain. Seen old flames spark at a tailgate swing. One song away from a kiss of fire, one spark away from a brand new night. No city can fake this kind of truth. Beautiful chaos in a red dirt youth. This neon in the mud, let the whole thing shake, where the low end hits and the backboards break. Boots get dirty and the blood runs wild. Lost hearts laugh like a reckless child. Yeah. but the memories stick like a rebel song. Till dawn breaks through that southern flood, we're still glowing with neon in the mud. I got a no trespassing sign on my chest from too many nights and too little rest. Love came knocking, I let it wait, 'cause pain taught me how to lock that gate. But every strong wall gets weak in the rain, and every hard man still feels pain. No trespassing heart, torn apart from the start, but it still beats loud in the dead of dark, like a warning sign with a rebel spark. And she showed up with a calm, slow smile and a way of staying through the hard miles. Didn't try to fix or tame my scars, just sat beside me under southern stars. But every strong wall gets weak in the rain, and every hard man still feels pain. No trespassing heart, torn apart from the start, but it still beats loud in the dead of dark, like a warning sign with a rebel spark. Breaking with force, maybe you wait till you change your course. Still rough around every jagged part, but she's inside my no trespassing heart. Shine, coffee in a cup and a clear mind. After all the smoke and the long night sin, there's a strange kind of peace when the day comes in. I ain't fixed, but I ain't the same. Got a little less dark in my frame, yeah. Outlaw morning glory breaking through, like a clean first breath with a better view. There's a little hope in the outlaw morn. Yeah, the outlaw morn. Yeah, birds on the wire and the field still wet. Old pain there, but it ain't one yet. I rolled the window down and let light speak to the tired old man I used to be. Maybe healing ain't a big parade. Maybe it's dawn on a backroad day. Outlaw morning glory breaking through, like a clean first breath with a better view. After all that running, all that storm, there's a little hope stars, I still got night, but I got this sunrise in my sight. So let that go, hit the windshield story. I'm still alive in that morning glory. There's a street in town where the lost boys lean under buzzing signs and a nicotine gleam. Pool hall saints in a jukebox code, living half-assed on Pine Box Boulevard. No clean escape, no easy truth, just grown men haunted by their youth. Down Pine Box Boulevard we burn and fade, trading little dreams that we never made. Neon halos and a hard luck draw, trying to outrun what we never saw. I used to post up by the liquor store brick, talking real loud, thinking life moved quick. Now I walk slow past the same dim light, knowing every cane gets swallowed by night. Still something there keeps pulling me in, like old bad habits, dressed up as friends. Down Pine Box Boulevard we burn and fade, trading little dreams that were never made. Neon halos and a hard luck draw, trying to outrun what we never saw. They just remind of who you were in a darker time. So if you see me there with my head bent hard, I'm just making peace on Pine Box Boulevard. Pine Box dreams. I was raised where the pine trees bend, where hope gets thin but the roads don't end. Old porch swing in a rusted screen, whole life trapped in pine box dreams. But the wind kept saying, don't stay down. There's more than hurt in this one-horse town. Pine box dreams and gasoline, dusty hearts still chasing free. We sing so loud cause the silence stings, living half wild on Pine Box dreams. Yeah. Mama worked nights, daddy worked gone. I learned to survive by the break of dawn. Now I write these lines for the kids like me, still pray in the dark, don't know what they see, but but the wind kept saying, don't stay down. There's more than hurt in this one-horse town. Pine box dreams and gasoline, dusty hearts still chasing free. We sing so loud cause the silence stings, living half wild on pine box dreams. I still take these roots in my voice, in my scars, and my old work boots. Yeah. Night rolls in through the tall pine seams, still holding on to pine box dreams. Stones, tin roof thunder and no dog bones. I learned bad weather by the way wind bends, and how to stay strong when the daylight ends. The world got wide, but I stayed the same. Still hear them woods call my name. I was raised by the pines, by the dark, by the heat, by the cold creek water in the bareback streets. So when I sing, it sounds like smoke and rain, like old roots wrapped around my veins. City boys laugh at the mud on my boots till the room gets still and they see the truth. I carry home like a loaded rhyme, not a place I left but a pulse in time. Every mile I get from that land makes me more who I am. I was raised by the pines, by the dark, by the heat, by the cold creek water in the bareback streets. So when I sing, it sounds like smoke and rain, like old roots wrapped around my veins. Tall and still through flood and fire, those trees taught me desire. Every line I write, every road I ride, carries the pine somewhere inside. Static on the dash, crash and the preacher faint. Then the blues man crying through the lower end pain. Some outlaw DJ in the dead of night, playing songs for the ones still fighting live. That old radio knows where I've been, knows every cut under this skin. Rattlesnake radio, hissing blow, singing through the dark where the hard men go. Every crooked line and every late night ache sounds better through that rattlesnake. I drove through Texas with the windows cracked, letting those songs put my backbone back. Every chorus hit like a roadside creed, like the station knew exactly what I need. No therapist couch, no fancy show, just a voice through static telling me go. Rattlesnake radio, hissing glow, singing through the dark where the hard men go. Every crooked line and every late night ache sounds better through that rattlesnake. If I ever disappear in midnight snow, find me in the dial where the rebels go. Still chasing that signal when the lights stay low. That rattlesnake radio. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. They tried to shut the old plant gate, said jobs were gone and the town too late. But pickup trucks came from miles around, boot heels hit that red clay ground. When the rich man smiles and the poor man bends, something in the dirt stands up again. Oh, red clay riot, raise it high for the hands that build while the suits pass by. We ain't perfect, but we're done being quiet, got that southern fire. Red clay riot. Red clay riot. Rode slow with a warning face, but he grew up 2 roads from this place. Killed his lights and let us stand like he still understood that land. Then the crowd went loud like a levee break, like history itself had just woke awake. Oh, red clay riot, raise it high for the hands that build while the suits pass by. We ain't perfect, but we're done being quiet, got that southern fire. Red clay riot. Red clay riot. Maybe we lose, maybe we don't, but fear don't own the things we want. If you ask what hope sounds like at night, it sounds like a red clay riot. to the first real prayer. Every mile I took still tracks back here to the fields, the flood, and the hard-cut years. This land knows my losses by name and still lets me rise the same. This is my red dirt testament, pain turned into sentiment, with a rebel flow and a country love man. I still stand by that testament. Thing for the kids in the dark trying to just fit in, for the ones who bend and never break. This song is proof of the road we take. This land knows my losses by name and still lets me rise the same. This is my red dirt testament, pain turned into sentiment, with a rebel flow and a country love man. Stand by that testament. Let the guitars roar like the truth got me. This life is my red dirt testament. On my boots, truth in my breath, I'll carry that testament. Sway. I hidden my sins with a black mud lake, flat bottom boat in a cold dawn breeze. Fog rolled low through the cypress trees. No map, no badge, no clean escape, just muddy hands and a heart of fate. I'm a riverbank renegade, wild and half afraid, living off the pulse of the flood and the shade. No courthouse key gonna lock this soul, no pretty lie gonna make me whole. Had a picture tucked in my tackle box from a kiss one night down at the dock. She said, one day, boy, the tide would turn. I said, maybe, but I still got miles to burn. The river don't judge, it just runs and takes, makes saints of some and outlaws of strays. I'm a riverbank renegade, wild and half afraid, living off the pulse of the flood and the shade. No courthouse key gonna lock this soul, no pretty lie gonna make me whole. If I drift too far, let the current decide. A man can drown with his pride alive. Worked 6 years in a plant gone cold, still quit breathing, boss's road. Then I headed south where the river bends, with factory dust and a few old friends. Pain don't care what town you're in, but water moves and the soul can bend. From Rust Belt to Riverbank, I carried that hurt and that blue-collar rank. Now the guitars cry where the night runs damp. I rise from Rust Belt to Riverbank. To Riverbank. Met a dockside girl with a laugh like heat. She said, boy, your voice got steel in its beat. I stayed a while, learned how to breathe, learned some wounds can finally leave. Pain don't care what town you're in, but water moves and the soul can bend. From Rust Belt to Riverbank, I carried that hurt and that blue-collar rank. Now the guitars cry where the night runs damp. I rise from Rust Belt to Riverbank. To Riverbank. No map for healing, no perfect plan, just a muddy tide and a stubborn man. Still water, the song still sings. From Rust Belt roads to the riverbank. Parking lot, dead-end dreams and the cheap shot plot. Time don't care about a teenage throne, the strips that shine till the metal show. Funny how glory fades in the rain, leaves only wood can stand the pain. Rusted crown on a rebel head, built from all the nights I should have been dead. I ain't shining, but I'm still around, still making noise with this weathered sound. Weathered sound. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Had a label once, wave paper and smoke, said clean that drawl up, let the radio choke. I laughed too hard and I let it die. I'd rather be raw than packaged alive. I'd rather rain with a real folks stain than beg for a seat in a polished land. Yeah. Rusty crown on a rebel head, built from all the nights I should have been dead. I ain't shining, but I'm still around, still making noise with this weathered sound. No velvet rope, no silver spoon, just a name turned loud in a smoky room. Every scratch, every hammer sound, Long live a rusty crown. She came in boots and a cigarette stare, silver buckle lightning, midnight hair. Danced like danger in a roadside glow. Knew my first name, never knew my soul. She had holy fire and a rebel frame. Every man in the room forgot his name. She wore a shotgun halo, bright and fatal, a heaven-made devil in a die-bar cradle. Kiss like a promise and hit like rain. Left sparks on my lips and dust in my veins. We burned through counties in a blacked-out ride, bourbon on her breath and revenge in her eyes. I should've ran when the red light showed, but I rode beside her down that outlaw road. When she looked at me, I couldn't tell if I was climbing out or falling to hell. She wore a shotgun halo, bright and fatal, a heaven-made devil in a die-bar cradle. Kissed like a promise and hit like rain. Left sparks on my lips and dust in my veins. No angel leaves without a scar. No outlaw love stays where you are. I still see that fire in the neon glow, and remember that shotgun halo. I met her out by the smokehouse pit. She had cherry red lips and a mean little wit. Said, boy, you talk like a counter song, like trouble stay with you way too long. Got tipped my hat and played it slow, like I wasn't already letting go. Smokehouse Romeo, that's what she called me then, with my black boots on and my devil grin. Standing by the fire with a half-cocked soul, trying to charm my way through the rock and roll. We danced one round by the gravel stage, felt like youth breaking out a cage. Then she leaned in close and laughed so low, said, don't fall hard, I just steal the show. But I was gone from the second glance. Some people don't stand a chance. Smokehouse Romeo, that's what she called me then, with my black boots on and my devil grin. Standing by the fire with a half-cocked soul, trying to charm my way through the rock and roll. She left at dawn in a cloud of dust and taught me quick not to call it love. Still hear that name when the night burns low. That smokehouse Romeo. Southbound lane in the red dawn rise, broken sleep in my bloodshot eyes. Got a duffel bag and a half-pack smoke, and a heart still bent from the words she spoke. Every mile south feels like a hymn for the lost, the wild, the worn-out man. This is a southbound sinner song for the ones who ran too hard, too long, for the hearts that break but still hold on, still chasing light by the crack of dawn. By the crack of dawn, yeah. Past old motels and rusted signs, past church like gravel and county lines. I ain't holy, but I know this much: the road gets real when life gets rough. No map can show what the soul goes through when you leave one life for a different view. This is a southbound sinner song for the ones who ran too hard, too long, for the hearts that break but still hold on, still chasing light by the crack of dawn. It'll be somewhere there, in the warm wet wind in the southern air. Till then I ride and I sing along to this hard southbound sinner song. Southbound out with a busted drain, whole life riding on diesel stain. No clean hands and no Saint glow, just hard luck hearts on a dark back road. Every mile south feels like a dare, like freedom's hiding in the humid air. We're southbound sinners with the windows down, dragging our scars from town to town, still looking for grace in the shape we're in, rolling on us southbound sinners. Met a young kid crying by truck stop lights, said home felt dark every single night. I told him pain don't own your road, keep breathing son, don't drop that low. Every mile south feels like a dare, like freedom's hiding in the humid air. We're southbound sinners with the windows down, dragging our scars from town to town, still looking for grace in the shape we're in, rolling on us southbound sinners. The old lies fade, there's still some light inside this shade. Southbound wheels and a sunrise gleam, still carrying hope through the southern wind.